Hello, beautiful people. Most welcome to the page here on GBC News. This is where we do chit-chatting. This is where we get those who matter when it comes to sports development to really tell us what is up at their sleeves. And today, we're celebrating excellence. It's International Day for Persons with Disability. And today, we're looking at the positive aspects. We're celebrating some of our heroes that really have raised the flag of Ghana very, very high on the international stage. Today, I've been joined by two able athletes in the house with me as we celebrate today. We want to really look at their story and the lessons we can learn so that it will inspire us as we really look forward to really brightening the corner of every person. When you talk about inclusiveness in this country, this country should be a haven for everybody, a safe haven for everybody, irrespective of any form that you are in. And so today we're looking at the positiveness, and as we celebrate it, you understand. I'm borrowing a phrase from the Ghana Rugby Football Union. There is a tagline that they have called the Unstoppables. These two personalities I have in the studio are unstoppables in their own right. In the field that they are in, they are just unstoppable. Do you remember not long ago, Ghana participated in the Paralympic Games in Tokyo? And are you aware that for the first time in the history of the Paralympic Games, a Ghanaian registered his name in the annals of the competition, as reason being the first Ghanaian to be able to raise a correct lift, register a correct lift. I'm talking about this gentleman in the house and the whole nation. One guy that when it comes to arm wrestling, he's numero uno, nobody, both able and the para. Can't stand him. He's in the house. Let me introduce my guest now. I have no other person to my immediate left as Haruna Tahiru. The most strongest and the most, I don't even know the adjective to use, but Haruna Tahiru is currently Ghana's champion when it comes to arm wrestling #1, and Africa is just an amazing gentleman here. The able-bodied guys can't fit him. And so, on record, he is #1 now as we speak. And then to my immediate left is that gentleman that made lit Japan Tokyo. This gentleman went there, made sure that he was in the dailies of the Japan tabloids, that the first Ghanaian to register a correct lift at any Paralympic Games is Emmanuel Tettey Oku. Is in the house. A gentleman, most welcome. I'm really humbled and privileged to have you on this very, very auspicious occasion, International Day for Persons with Disability, or the International Disability Day. Let me start from you, Haruna, for the benefit of doubt, for people who really don't know your story. When we talk about Haruna Tahiru, who is he and what does he do?
Thank you to you. If they say Haruna Tahiru is a warrior.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a person who never gives us in life. He does everything he wants with strength and power. And if you come to powerlifting, arm wrestling, we all go for it. We are unstoppables, as he said.
Wow. Okay. Now, let me come to Ima. When we talk about Ima, on the screens in Tokyo, Japan, everywhere, everybody was talking about you. Who is Ima?
Okay, thank you for having me here. Emmanuel Tettey Oku is a Ghanaian para-powerlifter who represents the nation in the current Paralympic Games. And as you said, I was able to register a lift. And for that matter, I was even awarded with a diploma in sports certificate from the Tokyo organizers, and I really had a great time, as you know.
Wow. The reason you guys are here is just for us to inspire somebody on this very, very important occasion. I don't want to touch on your emotions, but Haruna, were you born a para-athlete? Were you born?
No.
Walk us, how did you get to this stage?
Okay. It was that when I was 3 years old and I had an accident. A tractor hit me.
Tractor?
Yeah.
Why? You didn't see it when it was coming?
At that time, I was following my mother, but she didn't know that I was at the back. Before she just turned her back, they said, oh, somebody had an accident. When she approached, it was me. So at that time, before they would rush me to the hospital, I was already in coma for a good 3 years.
You were in coma for 3 solid years?
Yes.
Oh my God. So, how did you manage to overcome everything? The stigma that is attached. You know, in this country, even if, okay, let me put it this way. If you're not rich, there is a stigma attached to you already.
Yeah.
To come to the extent that you are now physically challenged, the stigma is at this height.
Yeah.
And so, how did you navigate your way from the age 3 to this particular time?
So, let's say, what God has written, you can't change it. So we just have to cope with it. I have to cope. Every person living with disability has to just cope. What God accept it. What God has given you, you have to just take it and move on, and just be strong. Don't listen to what people say that, oh, this guy, because with his disability, can. No. I always challenge the able people that what they can do it, I'll do it times 3 for them. So they shouldn't dare me. Because with person with disability in Africa and Ghana, it's a very big challenge.
What Ghanaians do? I know the Minister for Youth and Sports and other people are watching us this morning. Walk us through in terms of the neglect and the when people shun, the people just don't want to come. How did you manage to go about all these things with your friends? They see you, they don't want to get closer to you, blah blah.
Yeah, we get a lot of friends who doesn't want, they are shy to work with you, to eat with you, to talk with you, but some to accept you the way you are, some to don't. Because in Ghana right now, even our big men, some of them neglect persons with disability. They don't mind us. Because when it comes to sports, persons with disability in sports, I would say only 20% that mind us. The rest, they don't mind us. Because when we are about to travel, the government will say that there's no money. Tomorrow there's no money. But when the able people are going, you have money for them. Wow. So are the able people better than we?
So these are some of the challenges that you
and moreover to when they are building gyms, stadium, they don't think about persons with disability like accessibility for them. Okay. Not even sports. Ghana in general, they don't create like accessibility for the persons with disability. Like when they are coming, they say, oh, this guy is using a wheelchair. Where is the guy going to pass? Is he going to drop his wheelchair and crawl on the stairs before getting to where he's going? It's very bad. When they are doing something, they have to think about us too.
Great. Okay, so this is your sport, arm wrestling. Yeah. I remember this super challenge, this super thing that you guys did. The ladies came, the men came, but you decided that, okay, after winning the para one, you came to the able people.
Yeah. No, we didn't do the able. It's only they do the para, only able.
Only able. Yeah. And then you went there and then you decided to silence
everyone.
The king from Kumasi. Oh, how do you?
That's what they say. The king.
No king.
He's calling for another match. But right now, I've already brand myself. Before you come in for a match, you have to put a price. They have to know. Before
so now there's
challenge.
Because no, it's not for free.
When you are done with the challenge, you get an injury.
That's it. I can see that. And this guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You did the left and then you did the right. And still you.
Yeah.
Wow. So viewers, we still celebrate this guy, Saoud. Is a Lebanese Ghanaian.
Yeah.
And he came specifically
for that title
of being Ghana #1.
Yeah.
And he's here with Haruna. And just watch it. That day it was something else. We're just celebrating this gentleman here because his story is amazing. This is an able guy. How do you do it? So in terms of even going to the gym, walk me through going to the gym to even go and practice. This neglect, this stigma thing, does it really affect you? Or now they've come to accept that this is Haruna?
If the thing will affect us, it depends on the leaders. You sometimes make us regret with our disability, because there is something that you have to give us that you don't want to give us. So it makes us regret being a disabled person or physically challenged person.
Wow.
And it's very bad.
Okay, let me come to Ima. Ima, I don't want you to go emotional, but tell me, how did you get to this stage? I know some of the story, but for people to really accept and appreciate and celebrate you very well in their homes today, those on their beds praying now, those sitting somewhere just watching us. Ima, how did you get here?
Like you said, I'm here today because I never limited myself because of my disability. I wasn't born with it, you know. I acquired my impairment through gunshot 2019, and before then things were very bad.
You work us through one after the other. You said 2019.
No, 2013.
2013.
Yeah, that was the year I acquired my impairment.
What happened?
I said I acquired my impairment through gunshots.
Okay. What were you doing then? When you started life, how was it like? You were just like us, yes. What were you doing then? What really happened? Haruna told us that he was 3, and then it was a car that knocked him down. You are saying that it was through gunshot. Is it that a policeman was walking and just shot you and robbers came to attack you?
No, it was just, mere friends. I was really an aggressive person. I was really rude during those times. I was bad, followed bad friends. I did a whole lot of bad things. But all the same, I just thank God I have my life, It wasn't any fight, it wasn't any conflict. It was just a friend with this Atia Brofre gun who mistakenly shot. Yeah, he just discharged in his hand and I was in the way. So I didn't even really remember what happened, but all I remembered was I waked up in Kolebu and I had my left hand protected.
So from 2013 to now, walk us through how easy has it been? How difficult has it been really for you to get to this stage?
Beginning, it was quite rough for me. Someone who I used to walk on my 2 legs, and now I'm an amputee, and it was really tough. But with time, when I find out about the sports, I was like, okay, why don't I give it a try? Because I can't just stay home, not doing anything. So I just decided to accept my disability. I decided not to limit myself because of it. I decided to do what I love to do. I started going out. I gave the sports a try. I went to sports stadium, trained with the team, and I was like, I can't do this, because I've seen a lot of people that sports has changed their life. I wasn't okay with the kind of life I used to live, but with God's grace, when I joined the sports, I had a good leadership with the leadership of Mr. Samson Dean and Mr. Peter J. And there was this angel, Madam Sheila. These people didn't just make me a better athlete, but they also made me a better person.
Wow. And so on our screens, I know you remember this with nostalgic feeling. Yeah. Walk us through. I hear it was your first time at the Paralympics.
Yeah.
You might walk us through. How was it like?
How
did you even qualify?
Yeah.
Because you were the only athlete we gathered that you qualified on merit.
Yeah.
They didn't give you a card or just this. So walk us through. How did you do it?
Like I said, it's all about determination. When I decided to join the sports, it was always on my mind. It was always my dream to be at the Paralympic Games. Being a para-athlete and not being at the Paralympic Games, to me, it's a halfway. So I worked myself so hard I told myself, before I joined, the qualifiers has already started during 2017, and I joined 2018. So I've already missed 1 year. So with the help of NPC, we were able to go to some few qualifiers, World Cups. My first competition was in Lagos. I won my first ever bronze medal. And then the second one was in Manchester. That was the competition that really gave me the points to qualify. And I also won a bronze medal from there. And then I think the third one was also in the same Manchester. That was 2020. Yeah, 2020. I placed 4th out of 9 athletes, and I was also able to make a new record. So they gather all those points and gave me the qualification slot.
Wow. And so when you were in Tokyo, we had a lot of info here and there, blah, blah, blah. How come among the athletes that you went, you were the most focused guy, you were doing whatever you were doing, and then on the D-Day, we saw your demeanor. You didn't look like somebody who was a first-timer. And among those who stood on the podium for the final, you were the athlete that had not been to that stage before. So what did your coach tell you? What did people tell you? And what were you telling yourself when you went to lift?
You see, before I was able to gain the qualification slot, I had it in mind that, man, even if I can't go and win a medal, I should be able to register a lift. I had this one goal in my head that I'm not just going to participate. A lot of people has been there and they couldn't even register a lift. I mean, you were a witness. There was this powerhouse champions from Nigeria, Egypt, Japan, Malaysia. I mean, they were not just low athletes. I mean, in my class, we were 69, and they selected only 10 out of these 69. So it should tell you that everyone who was there was a champion. So I had it in mind that even if I can't win a medal, I won't just go and come back without registering a lift. So I had to do all I can. I have to do everything possible to make sure I make it. So that was what kept me going, and I keep motivating myself that I can do this. So I just did what I do best. You know.
Wow, interesting story. So viewers, if you just tune in, this is the page. We're doing our chit-chatting here today. We're celebrating some of our para-athletes who have really raised the flag of Ghana very, very high on the international stage, and they need some commendation. This is Tahiru Haruna when it comes to arm wrestling, and then powerlifting is super fantastic athlete, and then Emmanuel Tettey Oku, the gentleman that made sure that Ghana's team is still in the minds and memory of the Paralympic Committee, because for the first time, a Ghanaian athlete going for a Paralympic Games and registering a lift, whilst the big guys couldn't do. The issue is the big guys couldn't do, and so they are still amazed. I gathered when I was there, I was at the corners, and I realized that after registering the lift, they said they wanted to check whether he has doped, whether he has some substance to be able to raise the lift, because all their athletes that they were expecting to raise the couldn't raise even one, couldn't register a lift. And so if a first timer from Ghana is able to do it with confidence, they checked and they saw that there was nothing. It was just his determination and the grace of God. Gentlemen, in all this, what do you tell somebody out there about how they look at persons with disability, how they treat persons with disability, and then even how they think about persons with disability? So let me start from you before I come to Ima.
You know, persons with disability, they do talk a lot about us. You have to just get one goal to focus on what you are doing. Just focus on this is what I'm worth and this is what I'm going for. No matter what the negativity, what people say about you, you have to turn it down and think about the positive.
Is that easy to do?
It's not easy, but you have to just cope with it. Like you have to just accept it, because you're already inside. So you just have to be strong and just accept it and move on.
Wow. And so what do you tell them when we see people like you, in terms of how we treat you? What do you tell them?
I tell them that they should move on, they should forget about what people say, and just do what they do. They should do it best. Okay.
I hear my time is running, and so what should we expect from you? Powerlifting, arm wrestling in the coming year?
They should expect more medals and victory for Ghana.
African Games is just around the corner.
Yeah.
Are we going to see Haruna there?
Yeah, live. Even in the Commonwealth Games, you see me live.
You're going to do both powerlifting?
For arm wrestling, I'll be doing, for the All African Games, I'll be doing for both.
Okay.
So, whenever you want to reach me out, you can reach me on my social media handle, IG, Tahiru Haruna underscore, Tahiru underscore Haruna 433. My IG. 3. Yeah,
okay.
You can get me over there.
So, Instagram,
yeah,
where they go there. And every information.
You get it over there.
Okay. Now, Ima, we're checking out. What do you tell persons who look down on persons with disability?
There's one thing that I always have it in mind. You see, before people accept you in a society with your disability, you should also accept yourself first. Sometimes persons with disability in this country limit themselves to the extent that people don't even respect them. I mean, I see a lot of persons with disability on the street. When I approach them, try to talk to them, try to let them know. I mean, I try to spread awareness of para-sports. Some don't even want to listen. I mean, some are there that are willing, but the support, when you talk, the support will be very difficult for them, so they will be like, I can't do this. I mean, but you see, begging on the street is not the only option. There are some people who are there who loves to be there. They are on the streets because they want to be there. There are others who have talents. They have a whole lot of things that they can do, but they've limited themselves to the extent that people only approach them in a charity way. I don't do that.
Okay.
No, you never see me doing that.
Yeah,
do you understand? Yeah, because I see myself to be an able person just like you.
Wow.
You understand?
Like,
so
on this note, I like it to say, you see yourself able as us. So if you're out there and you see any para-athletes or any persons with a disability, please don't write them off. Rather get closer and find out their strength so that you can help them as well, for them to also help you. This is how we wrap up on the page. We celebrated excellence, and we'll get more of them to come and tell us their stories. Thank you very much for doing the watching. That's all for the page for now. We'll be right back again.